Hi everyone, I'm going to do my reflection today on the Saturday readings, and I'm posting those text messages so other people can report them to your companies, report them to the police. I cannot report it because on my end they want other people to report it. So report it. You might be stopping somebody being trafficked. I don't know who these people are saying I photoshopped AI photos of me and all this, and I have no idea. My photos on LinkedIn are photos that I worked with the Career Foundation, and they guided me as to what to put there. They told me to work with Canva and put my photos for my LinkedIn profile using that. So I don't know who these people are, but they're full of rubbish. I hope they get mental health support. Anyway, to go back to this readings for today, today's readings for Saturday are about God's restoration. So it's talking about how God will re-erect the tottering hut of David. So when our lives are in ruins, when my life is in a ruin, when I have nothing, I don't rely on people building up my confidence, because people generally don't do that. They generally will say that they don't know what to suggest, they don't know what to do. But I know that God restores. God restores the ruins, God restores the broken. And that's the promise in today's reading. God says that the day I will re-erect the tottering hut of David, make good the gaps in it, restore its ruins, and rebuild it as it was in the days of old, so that they can conquer the remnant of Edom and all the nations that belong to me. So the nations, we are nations that belong to Christ, and that doesn't change. People might say, no, we do not accept that, but it doesn't change what the scriptures are telling us. And he promises us that the days are coming when the harvest will follow, and all the work we've done will result in restoration. He will restore our fortunes as his people, because we are joined on to the people of Israel, and this promise is dedicated to them. I mean, to restore the fortunes of my people Israel and plant them in their own country. And there's a promise here of permanency, never to be uprooted again. So when you become a refugee, when you are fleeing persecution or you're fleeing political unrest, you take up citizenship in a new country. But as we've seen in recent days and in what's happening in different parts of the world, that citizenship is earned. It's not permanent. It can be taken away. So this citizenship that God is promising us, it's something that cannot be taken away. We are baptized into our faith. We are confirmed in our faith, and nobody can take that away. We follow Christ and we follow God's teachings. And then the psalm is again this confirmation that the Lord speaks peace to his people. So there's no contradiction. Faithfulness and mercy meet in the psalm. And it says that in the second verse, mercy and faithfulness have met, justice and peace have embraced. Faithfulness shall spring from the earth, and justice look down from heaven. And we put this plea out to the Lord in the psalm. The Lord speaks peace to his people. The Lord will make us prosper, and our earth shall yield its fruit. Justice shall march before him, and peace shall follow his steps. And then in the gospel, we just have this celebration. Jesus' disciples are celebrating because he's with them. He's not absent, because they are being asked, why aren't you celebrating? Why aren't you fasting? And he says, well, I'm with them. So why would they mourn? Why would they fast if I am with them? In my absence, when I am not here, then people will mourn, then people will fast. But because I am with them, they are not going to mourn. They are not going to fast. They are going to celebrate because I am with them. That's what Jesus is saying. But he's also saying that you can't take these new graces that he's talking about and pour them into old wineskins, because people will not understand. Just like that text message I got today. Again, some person picked up something, they assumed they knew what was happening. They're obviously uneducated because they haven't worked with somebody that has a career counselor, that knows what they're doing, that knows how to work with Canva, that's guided me putting my LinkedIn pieces together. Somebody that's had coaching on how to use social media, how to develop my talks. They obviously don't know. So to them, I'm a stupid idiot, ha 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 ha. But they're the ones who need the mental health. They're the ones who don't know what they're talking about. So this is confirmed in today's reading, that you cannot take the new, what is new, and pour it into old ways of thinking, because those people will not understand. And that's what was happening in this passage here. But for us who are Christians, who understand, there's no contradiction. Our circumstances are not who we are. Our circumstances don't take away our identity in Christ. They don't take away the graces that God gives us. They don't take away the promise of restoration. Even in the midst of complete ruins, we have that promise of restoration. And that's what the readings for me are about today. That even in the areas of my life that are broken, that need healing, that need restoration, I have this celebration because Jesus is with me. And nobody can take that away from me. People can have parties without me. They can say, oh, we'll miss you, when they're not really going to miss me. Or maybe they will miss me. Some people will genuinely miss me. Like my nieces in England. They get very upset if I'm left out of parties. And I try to comfort them. I try to tell them, you know what, as long as you enjoyed yourself. And they're like, yeah, but we missed you. And I tell them, well, I missed you too. But at the end of the day, it's not my party. And when my restoration comes, I will invite my nieces and I'll leave everybody else out. I'll leave all the people out that left me out. And then my nieces will be happy, who are in England, and everybody else can sit and cry. And my mother and my brother. Because that's what normally ends up happening. And that's what Jesus is talking about. Those who love us will miss our presence. But they will not fast, they will not mourn, they will not cry when we are with them. When we leave, if I leave here and I go back to England, or I go back to Zimbabwe, or I go back somewhere very far away, those around me who have been here with me and who are being part of my life will miss me. People at my church will miss me, Father Larry will miss me, other people will miss me. People who think I'm beautiful, who like my body shape as it is. Other people will say, oh, well, let's just follow her so we can keep sending her these stupid text messages. But who knows, it could be a front for trafficking. Many of us stood up to trafficking in Canada, including the Sisters of St. Joseph, the Sisters of Mercy. Many of us are saying, you know what? No, enough. Focus on your own life. That's not what we want for Belinda's future. And so that's how we move forward. We move forward saying there is no contradiction. There is no contradiction. Faithfulness and mercy have met, and we are moving forward in the promise of God.